Welcome to ShadowMeTarot. Thank you for joining me today for another unboxing. This is a new release that we have. It just came here, so let's go ahead and open that up. And up. All right, there we go. Magic Tarot. Magic Tarot. This was $28. I already read a review. It wasn't good. And then it's a Fournier deck or a Fournier deck. In any case, I think Tarot La Luz. So I think there are people. This is like a really popular brand, and I think it's based off of a different deck than the Rider-Waite Tarot. Just it's very basic, but it's Magic Tarot. I wish I could read this. I want to say it's I can't read the name on there. I feel like Arrazola, Amaia Arrazola is the name of the Magic Tarot. This just came out though. It's available on Amazon, and it reminds me of the Tarot de Luz. And I'm gonna read a little bit of this book just to kind of, oh my God, look at that. The criticism was that the cards were kind of thin and flimsy. You guys will have to let me know. They are thin, but if I compare them to my traditional Rider-Waite Tarot deck, they're a lot thinner too. Yeah, they're thinner. They're about I want to say about five. Yeah, about 5 cards thinner from my regular Rider-Waite deck. Oh, maybe not. Maybe 3 cards. So, 4. All right. I want to put it. All right. Let's like 4. I want to say 4 or 5 cards is what feels correct. But let's take a little look at this tiny book that it comes with, because hopefully it'll give us an idea of what tarot school it's from. You know, like, is it Rosicrucian Tarot? Is it Hermetic Tarot? Is it Rider-Waite Smith Tarot or Smith Rider-Waite Tarot? What else? There's a bunch of them there. Golden Dawn. Ooh, the book isn't different. It doesn't pop out. And it's in multiple languages, so it's wicked short. First language is Espanol. That's the minor arcana. All right. And then we have... we have English. What is tarot? All right. Let's see if I can zoom in on this. Okay, so I went ahead and kind of breezed through this so you guys didn't have to wait for me to read it, and I needed to organize the comparison cards. This is actually going to be based on the Book of Thoth, which means that organizing this was useless. I should use my Thoth deck. So this is based on like a Thoth tarot, but more like a Hermetic tarot. So maybe I should pull out those decks and we can compare it with those ones instead. Yeah, we'll have to take a look at it. But this one talks more about like the Kabbalah, but they were saying that they believe that their stuff is more Egyptian based, which is more Thoth tarot. And I think because the book is pretty short, we're going to go ahead and read each one of the definitions for each of the suits. Yeah, it isn't very long, hopefully. Okay, guys, I decided to go ahead and keep the Smith Rider-Waite deck out and the Thoth Tarot deck both out because it feels like it's using elements from both as I kind of went through it. And I think actually it's more like I want to say it's going to be more like a Golden Dawn type of tarot. But you guys correct me if I'm wrong. I know Smith Rider-Waite, or Rider-Waite-Smith, whatever, however you know it to be. Hopefully the sun will stay up long enough. I'm going to put on light just in case. Okay, so as you can see, this is the back of the card. That'll probably be like the only time you're going to see it in the video, just because there's too many other cards on the table. El Loco, the Fool, is very similar to Smith Rider-Waite here. However, instead of the dog, his loyal companion, ready to leap off of the edge with him, this one's like, hell no. And the lion is biting him on the leg. So I really feel like there's a marriage of both elements in this particular deck. Oh, and let's go ahead and read this as I kind of go through, because I think there are going to be some differences. So it does both upright and reverse positions, so I'm only reading on this card. Signification in the normal upright position: folly, mania, extravagance, delirium, frenzy, insecurity, frivolity, passion, enthusiasm. Card in reverse position is negligence, absence, bad decision, indecision, and apathy. So slightly, it's slightly different than this one, but they're so similar, you know. Next is the Magician, and I'm gonna say that this Magician looks most like a Rider-Waite Magician. Let's see if we can see any Thoth elements in here, which is what it said it was. Thoth, you're seeing kind of like Egyptian kind of bird back here. It's kind of what it looks like, or a shape of a bird back there. Am I seeing anything like that in this one? If you guys see it and I don't, point it out. I am seeing little infinity, tiny infinity thing there. We've got our wand. I'm going to say that his saw is a sword. I don't know. It's avant-garde, abstract art. I can't say on this one. I don't really know. I don't know what to say about it. Okay, it's a Magician. There's our cups. That's cups. All right, you guys. You gotta tell me what parallels you see. I don't see a lot. I don't see. I'm sure they're there. This Magician is sitting. These Magicians are standing. El Mago? El Mago must be the Magician. The Priestess. La Sacerdotisa. Okay, I'm not gonna read it in Spanish. I'm sorry. I apologize. The Priestess. And this says the High Priestess, so it adopted the Rider-Waite. We don't have pillars. We still have her shroud here, but in different colors. We've lost completely the moon on her headdress. She's got a hat on, but it's different. And she's got a clawfoot. She's got a chair. She's got a book here in front of her. So I'm gonna say this is really leaning more towards Rider-Waite, even though it said it's kind of based in Thoth or Egyptian Hermetic kind of tarot. But moving on, here's our Empress. I'm going to say this Empress in this deck is more air affiliated, just because of the butterflies and the birds. So I want to say that this is a logical, thoughtful kind of Empress. But she's got a sword through the heart, so she's a heartbreaker. Maybe she never really belongs to any one person. Her gift is her song. I mean, that's kind of how I read this Empress here. There's so much I could really pull from that. I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. Okay, so I'm going to say, I didn't notice, I should have noticed colors more, but I'm going to say the colors match Thoth in this much more. What else do I see? I see the bird here. So I'm going to say that this symbolism for this particular card feels more Thoth than Rider-Waite. Ah, shoot. I was supposed to read the definitions. Hopefully I won't forget anymore. There's just so many. Or maybe I won't. We'll just do it. Oh, sorry. All right, so the second definition for the magic dude, the mage, the magician. There we go. Whoopsies. Ay, caramba. All right, there we go. Better. The magician represents willpower, normal position, skill, diplomacy, self-confidence, flexibility, domination, and strategy. In the reverse position, weakness of will, ineptitude, insecurity, delay, willpower applied to evil ends, indecision. All right, and then the high priestess is represents secret knowledge, occult, or wisdom. That's very Rider-Waite. Normal position is wisdom, common sense, learning, serenity, objectivity, foresight, perception, emotionless, impatience, unmarried, too practical, teacher. In the reversed, she is ignorance, lack of understanding, selfishness, improper judgment, and shallowness. The Empress in this deck represents the fertility as a result from intuition. Ooh, okay. See, this does feel different. And remember I was saying this is like she's singing her own song or something like that. I do feel like there's a creative like flow to this Empress. It's like she's in flow. So she represents fertility as a result from intuition. Normal position, feminine, progress, action, fertility, material, wealth, mother, sister, wife, marriage, children, feminine influence, wealth, punishment, profusion. Capable of motivating others, a leader, businesswoman, level-headed, practical, decisive, intuitive. In the reverse position, she's vacillation, inaction, lack of concentration, anxiety, frittering away of resources, infertility, infidelity, loss of material possessions. Okay, then moving on to the Emperor. He represents self-control through intelligence. His normal position is worldly power, accomplishment, confidence, wealth, stability, authority, indomitable spirit, father, brother, husband, male influence, direct pressure, communication, conviction, strength, attainment of goals. Reverse position is immaturity, lack of strength, indecision, failure to control petty emotions. So let's see what we kind of kept here. With this Emperor. I'm going to say right off the bat, I see some Thoth leg crossing here, which is like the upright position of the Hanged Man for Rider-Waite. I'm seeing, what else am I seeing? What do you guys see? Something with those feathers maybe. I'm seeing very much with the stars there as well. This feels very Thoth influence to me. I think I definitely feel Thoth influence here. Okay. All right. So in the reverse position, he is immaturity, lack of strength, indecision, failure to control petty emotions. All right. And then we have the Hierophant. Represents conformism and orthodoxy. Normal position is ceremonies. Oopsie, sorry. Here we go. In the normal position represents ceremonies, humilities, kindness, inspiration, alliance, servitude, inactivity, lack of conviction, timidity, over reserve, captivity to one's own ideas. A person to whom one has recourse, ritualism, indulgence. In the reverse position, over kindness, susceptibility, impotence, vulnerability, unorthodoxy, renunciation, frailty. And then we have the Lovers. Represents the balance between two forces. Normal position. Oh, I didn't compare it. Sorry, guys. It's different doing this with 3 decks, but I do feel like the marriage between the two. I see a pillar here. And I see a snake here maybe as the other pillar, but it's also the staff. The snake sticking his tongue out feels like lies. Why does that feel like lies? Here on this side, we have animals, right? We have the inner child here as the star. We have his staff looks like a key to me, but it has got sacred geometry in there. It is all encased in a pentacle. Over here, I'm just trying to see. We have it kind of like, we have the people around, similar, I feel like, to the animals here. But when we move over here, we have a pillar like over here, and we have people. The thing that this is missing from both is the key. I find that kind of interesting. It is missing the key. It's got the crosses from on his gown from Smith Rider-Waite. I don't understand the serpent in this picture. So sometimes I wish these, some of these would give you better. I feel like he is lying to the people. He is using his intuition to lie to the people. That's kind of how I feel about this Hierophant right there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Rather than being an actual channel, this might be an interesting deck to do with kind of like more of like a shadow side, like what don't you know kind of reading. So 5 is the Hierophant, represents conformism and orthodoxy. Normal position is ceremonies, humilities. Oh, I already read this. Okay, in the reverse position, I'm just going to read it again. Ceremonies, humilities, kindness, inspiration, alliance, servitude, inactivity, lack of conviction, timidity, over-reserve, captivity to one's own ideas, a person to whom one has recourse, ritualism, indulgence. Reverse position is overkindness, susceptibility, impotence, vulnerability, unorthodoxy, and renunciation and frailty. Okay, now we do the Lovers, and the Lover says, represents the balance between two forces. Normal position is love, beauty, oh God, I can't say it. It means everybody agrees. Unanimity. Yeah. I'm not trying that again. Trials overcome confidence. Beginning of possible romance. Infatuation. Tendency towards optimism. Letting oneself go. The necessity of testing or subjecting to trial. Struggle between sacred and profane love. Putting to the proof yearning. Reverse position. Failure to meet the test. Unfaithfulness. Separation. Frustration in love and marriage. Interference by others. Fickleness. Unwise plans. Okay. Who does this represent the most? I want to say, I've got a cloud. Angel. Oh, angel. I want to say that angel looks like that angel. That sun looks like that sun. So this is a good marriage, I want to say, between the two. That's it. All right, El Chariot, or El Carro. Yeah, there we go, El Carro. The Chariot. What's the same? What's it different? The rounded shield, maybe? The crown from Smith Rider-Waite. They're all mythological creatures. It has a completely new mythological creature. He's got a staff. He does not. Okay, I'm going to... this looks like a wheel to me. And this is all messed up. Like, the reins are in the wrong space and the wheel's there. But I'm like, it's mimicking the wheel I feel from there. So, I want to say good marriage again. Chariot represents the triumph of the mind. Normal position is adversity, possibly already overcome. Conflicting influence, turmoil, vengeance, success, escape, fleeing from reality, perplexity, need for supervision. Reverse position, unhappiness, defeat, failure, conquered, overwhelmed. Moving on to Justice. Oh, Okay. So here we go. Number 8. This one. This is different. 10. All right. So justice and strength have been kind of reversed. It depends on who's telling the story, right? Do you need fairness before you get inner strength, or something where you need fairness, get inner strength, or you get inner strength and then fairness? I don't know. But in any case, they think that justice comes first, so we're going to use the justice comparison. And I want to say it is using elements of both. Number 1, it's using the number of justice as number 8 instead of strength. I'm seeing just teeny tiny scales, but everything else, let's see, what else? I want to say the ball above the pillar reminds me of this. Gosh, I almost feel like I should start using the Thoth. There's so much sacred geometry in here. I'm really liking it. Anyways, what else? So on this side, I'm seeing more colors. The pinks, I'm going to say associate more with the red and the yellows. I'm seeing more of that in here. Although we are merging in some of this blue from the Thoth Tarot, and some of the green. And pillars, I want to say both of them kind of sort of have pillars, but this one has a circle above it for the sun and the moon. There's something obvious. Okay, the sword. I meant to say the sword. The sword is in the right hand and the scales are in the left hand. That's it. Those are the similarities, but it's a good marriage between them all. And did I read justice? In the normal position, it represents proper balance. In the normal position, justice, harmony, equity, virtue, honor, virginity, just reward, good intentions, well-meaning actions, advice, self-satisfaction. Reverse position, vacillation, false accusations, fanatism, severity in judgment, abuse. All right, moving on to the Hermit. And he represents the guiding spirit. The normal position is counsel, knowledge, this says solicitude, but I think it means solitude. Prudence, caution, resignation, withdrawal, misguided, failure to face facts, possessor of secrets. Reversed is imprudence, incorrect advice, immaturity, rashness, and confusion. Okay. And then the difference between them. All right. 100% going to say another marriage. This is just definitely another marriage. We've got the inner light from the Hermit. We've got the shroud from the Hermit. We have the fox from the... Okay, so we've got... Anyways, I'm just comparing. This is Smith, right our weight. He's got a cloak. He's got a cloak. He's got an inner light. He's got an inner light. He's got a long white beard. He's got a long white beard. They both have a staff. And we've got the blue background, the gray cloak for the black background, or we've got the blue background in the blue cloak. We've got the gray background, or the gray cloak in the black background here. All right, moving on to the Thoth side. I'm going to say this angle of the light is a duplication of the Thoth. The fox in his cloak is going to represent this. This looks like sperm. This looks like a hand. From a distance, does that look a person? Ooh, that is a person. I think this is like the hair of the person and like the profile of the face with the back turned. This is the inner light here with his hand is holding the hand. Instead of holding it outwards, it's holding it at his side. And he has this 3-headed dog companion here. His staff is not in his hand, so it's kind of left by the wayside. And he looks like he's moving towards something that has a serpent. I don't know. I'm going to say marriage again. This is a good marriage. The Hermit. I already read that. Not going to do that again. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. This looks like they all look the same. Except now we have bunnies and, let's see, monkey, no monkey. This is like a snake crocodile thing. I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's like a snake crocodile thing. It reminds me of like this guy, I think. I feel like it's a reminder of those two things. So let's see. I don't know. This is weird. It's just weird. I'm like, what is the turtle dove? It looks like I want to say, I don't know. There's a bird. There's the Sphinx. Put the monkey from here. And they've omitted the snake altogether and gave it a rabbit and something with death here at the bottom. This Wheel of Fortune is creepy. All right, so Wheel of Fortune represents the spirit facing the fate. Normal position, destiny, fortune, outcome, felicity, godsend, special gain, or unusual loss. Result, conclusion, inevitability. In the reversed, failure, broken, sequence, interruption, or inconsistency due to unexpected events. And then we go to the Strength card. And I want to say this looks like a Smith Rider-Waite card, and I'm trying to find similarities. And I don't, other than I would say the dress is using the color from Smith Rider-Waite, and the background is using colors from the Thoth. Okay, in this particular one, Strength card represents the eternal spirit, able to overcome all obstacles. Normal position, strength, courage, conviction, energy, determination, defiance, action, fortitude, innate ability, zeal, fervor, attainment at the considerable peril, conquest, heroism, virility, resolution, physical abilities. In the reverse position is weakness, pettiness, sickness, tyranny, lack of faith, impotency. All right, and then we move on to the Hanged Man. And I'm going to say, man, we got to be different, right? All right, so we've got a Thoth. We've got a Thoth leg cross here. That is some like morbid stuff here with the nail in the. There's our actual nails in the hands for this figure. I get it. I understand it, but ow. I don't need that to shift my perspective. I like this guy better. So he's held up with the rope. He's held up with nails. He's held up with the rope. Another good marriage between the two. We've got greenery where he's hung upside down. But we have death on his shirt, like the Thoth tarot. And I would almost say that the green in his shirt is the same color as the Thoth. And I like the death as almost like the skeleton or skeleton kind of head. I kind of like him to kind of represent those nails instead of the nails. He's also wearing clothes like the Rider-Waite and shoes like the Rider-Waite Smith. And yeah, that's what I see there. And we go to the Hanged Man, and he represents the spirit of renunciation and sacrifice. Normal position, life in suspension, transition, apathy and dullness, boredom, abandonment, sacrifice, repentance, readjustment, regeneration, improvement, surrender. In the reverse position, lack of sacrifice, failure to give oneself, preoccupation with the ego, false prophecy, useless sacrifice. All right, and then we move on to the Death card. They all use, so it uses the Sith from the Thoth. We got dead people on the ground like the Smith Rider-Waite. And we got flowers like the Thoth. And yeah. All right, death represents the spirit and transformation, normal position, unexpected change, loss, failure, the ending of a familiar situation or friendship, loss of an income or financial security, illness, possibly even death. Reverse position, stagnatism, immobility, slow changes, partial change, avoidance of serious accident, inertia. All right. And then we move on to temperance. And this reminds me of neither. This reminds me of the maiden of not temperance, but like Virgo. I have nothing to add from this other than it's pouring the cups in the opposite direction. So like the right hand is held up pouring into the left cup instead of the left hand held up pouring into the right cup, which is what is depicted in both Smith and Toth. So, and the angel wings from Temperance. All right. Temperance represents self-control of the mind. Normal position, moderation, patience, accommodation, harmony, management, compatibility, fusion, good influence, consolidation, mother image, father image, worldly image, exuding confidence and complacity, fortunate omen. Reverse position is discord, conflict, hostility, impatience, sterility, and frustrations. Okay, moving on to the devil. And the devil here is... All right. First of all, this devil looks like he's about to light a fart on fire. I'm sorry. That's I never realized that he kind of does have it there too. So I guess I guess this is a Smith Rider-Waite devil card all the way around. Is kind of how I feel. I like that the cat tails are intertwined, but they're not chained together. I just think they are. So this feels very much like a codependency card. But anyways, moving on to the devil. Represents the subordinate mind. Normal position, subordination, decay, bondage, malevolence, weird experience, seeming inability to realize one's goals, violence, shock, fatality, selfishness, temptation to evil, self-destruction, lack of principles. Reverse, release from bondage, respite, recognition of one's needs by another person, overcoming insurmountable handicaps. Then we have the Tower. I'm going to say that this represents or looks more to me like the Tower in the Thoth, just immediately right off the bat. However, there are figures leaping from the building in all three images. The building is just all jacked up. I don't know. Like up here, it's jacked up like this, and here it's kind of like lightning struck and busted a hole in the door. His ass is hanging out to dry is kind of how I feel like in this picture. Because are those pants, they look like they have a pocket, but that's a white pair of pants. It looks like a bare ass. That's really what that looks like. So you're out on your ass. Like, I think that's funny. I would say I would lean more with Smith Rider-Waite. Tower represents the spirit facing destruction, normal position, change in a complete and sudden manner, abandonment of past relationships, unexpected events, termination, adversity, downfall, disruption, loss of stability, loss of money, loss of love and affection, terrible change, annoyance, reverse position, continued oppression, living in a rut and trapped in an unhappy situation. Ouch. All right, then we go to the Star. And she is naked, and they both are. She's got super long hair, like the Thoth. She's got more Rider-Waite Smith colors. Her jugs are opposite again. She's got one jug on the land, one, or kind of in the water on her foot, one jug on her knee. I feel like it's more like more. Oh, I get it. The leg position is mimicked here. The land and water is mimicked from Rider Waite. The star is mimicked from Rider Waite. That's it. That's all I got. Okay, so star represents the spirit of hope and faith. Normal positions is faith, inspiration, bright prospects, mixing of the past and present, fulfillment, pleasure, promising opportunity. In the reverse position, unfulfilled hopes, disappointment, lack of opportunity, and stubbornness. All right, and then we go to the moon. I might not be able to read them all or compare them all. It's either read them all or compare them all. I can't decide which to do. Moon represents the spirit of inspiration. The normal position is deception, twilight, obscurity, trickery, caution, warning, bad influence, ulterior motive, selfishness, sly, false promise, disgrace, slander, liable, being taken advantage of, failure to avoid the dangers which surround, danger, reverse position, a minor deception, recognized before damage is done, trifling mistakes, overcoming bad temptations, taking advantage of someone. And I'm going to say I see more. I think they're all the same. We've got 2 pillars in here, 2 pillars in here. Oh, no pillars there, but we have mountains. We have mountains. We have this looks like a scarab or some sort of, I want to say it looks like a scarab because it has the sun kind of in between its antennae here. This looks like sound waves to me, which is kind of mimicked in the rippling waves of the ocean here. But there's waves in this sand here. The water's represented more in the sky. The moon is represented, but not the sun. But I would say more Rider Waite than Toth. But I feel like all 3 both have the dogs. And it occurs to me that this is probably more of an original image, just because I feel like these dogs represent those dogs. Because this is an Egyptian god, and if it's Egyptian based and it's been around for thousands of years, I don't know, makes sense to me. So those are those similarities. And we've got the sun. Represents peace of mind, normal position, satisfaction, accomplishment, contentment, success, favorable relationship, love, joy, devotion, unselfish sentiment, engagement, favorable omen, a good friend, high spirit, warmth, sincerity, achievement in the arts. Reverse position is unhappiness, loneliness, canceled plans, clouded future, lack of friendship. I feel like this picture takes on the reverse of meaning of this particular card. But it is taking elements from both. We've got 2 children in this picture and just instead of 1 child here. I feel like we're using the color of the sun from the Toth and the color of the kid's hair from the sun here. The kid's white skin for the white horse, like that. The red background for the red cape. All right, that's all I see. All right, so moving on to judgment. I feel like this is more definitely Smith Rider Waite. We've got graves, but a pyramid grave. We've got graves here too, but they're subtle. They're more subtle. There's almost like a spirit guide like you would see as a constellation in this one, whereas here there is an angel instead. So we've got people, people, no people. It's replaced ocean with greenery. Or I guess this is, instead of ocean, this isn't ocean. It's just blue. I think it's adopted more Thoth tarot colors. Or Thoth. What is it? Thoth. I don't know. Thoth. Thoth. The Thoth tarot. I don't care. I'm going to say it wrong. It's easier. All right. So we've got Judgment. Oh, wait. I got to read Judgment yet. Represents the spirit of cosmic conscience. Ooh, normal position, atonement, judgment, the possibility that present conduct towards other people is unfair and unkind. Rejuvenation, promotion, the desire for immortality, the possibility exists that someone is taking unfair advantage of you and will be sorry in the future. Legal judgment in one's favor. Reversed, delay, aversion, incapacity to understand the facts, indecision, divorce, theft, alienation of affection. Okay, and the World. The World represents the spirit that left behind the material world. Normal position, attainment, completion, perfection, ultimate change, the end result of all effort, success, assurance, synthesis, accomplishment, capability, the rewards that come from hard work, the path of liberation, eternal life. And in the reverse position, it is imperfection, failure to complete the task one starts, lack of vision, failure, disappointment. I see more Smith, Rider, Waite, but I also see the Thoth as well. So here on this one, our animals are lion, no lion. I'm going to say bird. Which one's got a fox? They all got birds. She's got a baton. She's naked. Ooh, she's got dark hair, so that's kind of some liberties. We've got stars in the background, like the Thoth tarot. I don't know. That's really all I see. All right, so moving on to Swords is what it says. But I have it started with Pentacles with the deck the way that it is. So it goes, in this one it's going, in the book it goes Swords, Wands, Cups, and Pentacles. Okay, I'm not going to change it. I'm just going to read the book backwards. Like literally. So this is the Ace. All right, so this is the Ace of Pentacles. I don't see a whole lot of similarities. Clouds. These feather things. I don't know. All right, in any case, we've got the Ace, normal position, perfection, attainment, prosperity, felicity, bliss, gold, great wealth. In the reverse position, prosperity without happiness, corruption by money, greed, fool's gold. All right, and then we've got change, Two of Pentacles. Normal position is difficulty in launching new projects, difficult situation arising, new troubles, worry, concern, preoccupation, and this feels like a pip card. This feels the snake, so this feels Thoth. Ah. All right, pip card. Freaking pip card. So this is Thoth Tarot. Are these all? All right, so I'm going to say these feel more Thoth Tarot. And I'm not going to do a comparison. I'm just going to read through them, I think. All right. So did I read this? No. 2, normal position, difficulty in launching new projects, difficult situation arising, new troubles, worry, concern, preoccupation. Reverse position is literary ability in handling matters, enforce gaiety and letter. 3 of Pentacles, normal position is mastery, perfection, artistic ability, dignity, renown, power. Reverse position is mediocrity, money problems, preoccupation, lower quality. Then we go to the 4 of Pentacles. Normal position is loss of material wealth. Hoarder, unsure, skinflint, miser. Reverse position is setbacks in material holdings. Obstacle, suspense, and delay. Spendthrift. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles. Normal position is material trouble, destitution, loss, failure, error, lover, affection. In the reverse position, reversal of bad trend, new interest in matters, overcoming ruin. And then we're going to do the 6 of Pentacles. Normal position is philanthropy, kindness, material gain, gratification, charity. In the reverse position, it's avarice, selfishness, jealousy, dangerous error, unpaid loan. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles. Normal position is ingenuity, hard work, progress, wealth, successful dealings. Reverse position is anxiety, uneasiness, imprudent actions, loss of money. Yeah, I'm not doing comparisons anymore. 8 of Pentacles. Normal position is fast apprenticeship, craftsmanship, candor, frankness, modesty, effort. In the reverse position, it's lack of ambition, vanity, sensitivity, disillusionment, usury, hypocrisy, intrigue. All right, and then we've got the 9 of Pentacles. Normal position is accomplishment, discernment, foresight, safety, prudence, material well-being. Reverse position is threat of safety, roguery, dissipation, danger, storms, bad faith, possible loss of a valued friendship or a treasured possession. 9 of Pentacles, I'm going to say looks more Thoth. 9 of Pentacles, normal position is accomplishment, foresight, safety, prudence, material well-being. In the reverse position, it is threat of safety, roguery, dissipation, danger, storms, bad faith, possible loss of a valued friendship or treasured possession. And I'm sorry I read that twice. I had to stop the video. I just realized I already read it. I'm going to say that Pentacles looks more Rider Waite. It says the 10 of Pentacles normal position is riches, security, intactness, family ancestry, inheritance, dwelling. Reverse position is possible loss, risk, robbery, loss of inheritance, dissipation, and gambling. Knight of Pentacles is, and I like that they have the Knight first for this deck, but but not in the book. I'm so confused. Okay. In the normal position, the Knight is mature, responsible person, methodical, persistent, and laborious. In the reverse position, he is stagnant, careless, inertia, limited dogmatic views, and idleness. The Page of Pentacles, or the Princess, the Knave of Pentacles, and the normal position is study, deep concentration and application, reflection, respect for science, philanthropist, bearer of news. In the reverse position, illogical thinking, rebelliousness, wastefulness, loss, unfavorable news. Okay. Then we have the King of Pentacles, which in the normal position is a person of character and intelligence, mathematical ability, loyal friend, reliable in marriage, successful businessman, wise investments, and an experienced and successful leader. In the reverse position is corruption, avarice, unfaithfulness, and an old and vicious man, peril, and threat. Then we have the Queen, and I like that they put the Queen at the end here, and we've got the bearded lady. That is crazy. But they did put her at the, they did put the Queen in this deck when I opened it up at the back of every suit. So I was like, oh, that's cool that we've got a Queen in a power up position. So let's see, or position of power, power position, whatever. So she means wealth, generosity, security, liberty, grace, dignity, prosperity. In the reversed, she is false prosperity, suspense, suspicion, responsibilities, neglected, vicious person, fearful of failure, and untrusting person. Okay. And then we move to the Ace of Cups. Oopsies. I don't know what happened here. Oh, I forgot to just turn them over and compare for the Thoth Tarot. Sorry, guys. All right, Ace of Cups. Normal position. All right, normal position. Fulfillment, perfection, joy, fertility, opulence, productiveness. In the reverse position, change, erosion, instability, sterility, unrequited love, clouded joy, false heart, inconsistency, alteration. Two of Cups is love. Normal position, love, friendship, beginning or renewed passion, union, cooperation, connection. In the reverse position, unsatisfactory love, false friendship, separation, and crossed desires. And we've got the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is conclusion, comfort, healing, satisfactory result. Compromise. In the reverse position, excessive pleasures, overabundance, loss of prestige, and delays. And then we have the Four of Cups. His normal position is weariness, aversion, disgust, infelicity, stationary period. And the reverse position, new possibilities, new acquaintance, new knowledge. And then we have the Five of Cups, disappointment. Five of Cups. Oh, brokenhearted. Normal position is partial loss, friendship without real meaning, marriage without real love, error, inheritance, imperfection, incomplete union or partnership, lament. And reverse position is hopeful outlook, alliance, affinity, return of an old friend, and reunion. And we have the Six of Cups. Interesting that these eyes are crying and this card says pleasure. I've always thought of this as a nostalgia card, but it's inner heartbreak, childhood, wounded inner child is what I'm seeing from that Six of Cups. But let's see what it says in the book. It says memories, past influences, nostalgia, longing, childhood past. In the reverse, the future plans that may fail, that which will shortly arrive. Okay, then we have Seven of Cups. I feel like these are budding relationships. It's kind of how I feel about that Seven of Cups. This feels like toxic relationships. This feels like budding relationships. And this feels like wishful thinking. All right, what is the Seven of Cups? Normal position, fantasy, foolish whims, daydreams, illusionary success. In the reverse position, desire, determination, strong will, power, a goal, nearly attained, intelligent choice, resolution, desire, and will. Now we have the Eight of Cups. Normal position is discontinuance of effort, shyness, modesty, abandoned success. Reverse position is happiness, effort continued until full success is attained, gaiety, and feasting. And then we have the Nine of Cups is happiness. Normal position is success, advantage, well-being, good health, victory, material attainment. In the reverse position, mistakes, material loss, imperfections, misplaced truth, false freedom, opposition, differences, dispute. And then we have the Ten of Cups. She's got a tree of life vibe, for sure, for that 10 of cups. Anyway, I want to say she looks tough, tarot. 10 of cups, normal position, home, happiness, cheerfulness, pleasure, peace, love, honor, esteem, virtue. In the reverse position, loss of friendship, unhappiness, family quarrel, pettiness, rage, and combat. Then we have the Knight of Cups, and he is an invitation or opportunity may soon arise, arrival, advancement, attraction, challenge, proposal. In the reverse position, it is subtlety, artifice, inducement, fraud, a sly and cunning person. And then we have the Page of Cups, or the Knave of Cups, and she or he, okay. Normal position is reflective and resolute, studious, loyal, willing to offer services and efforts toward a specific goal. In the reverse position, inclination, deviation, susceptibility, seduction, a flatterer. And then we have the King of Pentacles, or, oh, what the fuck just happened there? How did that happen? I went to Page of Cups to King of Pentacles? How did that happen? Oh my god, you guys. I totally thought I just missed the whole suit of cups. I had to pause it to fix these kings that were all jacked up and didn't hit record again. But I only missed 2 cards, so we'll just go ahead and do these again. The King of Cups, in his normal position, he has responsibility and creativity, a learned person, professional, businessman, a considerate person, kind, reliable, artist, generous, lawyer, scientist. In the reverse position, he is artistic, temperament, double dealings, dishonesty, scandal, ruin, injustice, a crafty person without virtue, loss, shifty in dealings. And the Queen of Cups, she is a warm-hearted and fair person, adored, devoted wife, practical, honest. Reversed, she is inconsistency of honor, not to be trusted, vice, and dishonesty. The Ace of Swords is the next one. And the Ace of Swords says great determination, initiative, force, activity, excessiveness, triumph, power, fertility, prosperity, love, deep emotional feeling. Yes, that is swords. Championship, conquest. In the reverse position, debacle, tyranny, disaster, obstacle, infertility, and hindrance. And then we have 2 of Swords. Well, that is an interesting 2 of Swords. Normal position is balanced force, harmony, firmness, offsetting factors, stalemate, affection, concord. Reverse position is falsehood, misrepresentation, treachery, false friends, lies, and dishonor. Damn. All right. And then we've got 3 of Swords, absence, sorrow, strife, removal, diversion, opposition, delay. In the reverse position, it is distraction, error, incompatibility, separation, loss, alienation. Then we have the 4 of Swords. The 4 of Swords is respite, rest, repose, replenishment, solitude, exile, retreat. Reverse position, activity, precaution, economy, desire to recover what is lost, and prudence. 5 of Swords. It's a snake that swallowed a bunch of swords. That is interesting. I almost feel like that feels like when you wish like bad things on other people, or you hold grudges, and it is like swallowing your own sword. Is kind of how I feel about that. Anyways, 5 of Swords. Conquest, defeat, degradation, revocation, infamy, adversary. And reverse position, it's uncertain outlook, weakness, possible misfortune, befalling a friend, seduction, and burial. And then we have the 6 of Swords, travel, voyage, route, attempt through difficulties, expedient manner, success. Reverse position is desperate situation, unwanted proposal, confession, declaration. Then we have the 7, new plans, wishes, efforts, perseverance, attempt, fantasy. Reverse position, arguments, quarrels, uncertain counsel or advice, slander. I do feel like a lot of the definitions throughout the deck are different than Smith, Rider, Waite, but they're also not the same as Thoth or the Thoth either. So, and some of them are Thoth based, and some of them are Smith, Rider, Waite based. So, this is just an interesting deck. I almost feel like to start crossing over to more of a Thoth tarot and finding that symbolism from the Thoth tarot. But anyways, that's just me. So the 7 is new plans, wishes, efforts, perseverance, attempt, fantasy. And the reverse position of the 7 of Swords is arguments, quarrels, uncertain counsel or advice, and slander. And then we have the 8 of Swords, which is normal, crisis, calamity, imprisonment, criticism, sickness, calumny. I don't know what that means. In the reverse position, it says treachery, in the past, difficulty, depressed state of mind, disquiet, and fatality. Then we have the 9 of Swords. That's fears. Like, that's just fears. How easy. Misery, quarrel, unhappiness, anxiety over a loved one, despair. In the reverse, doubt, slanderous gossip, shame, scruple, reasonable fear. And then we have the 10 of Swords, ruin, pain, desolation, misfortune, and grief, trouble, disappointment. In the reversed position, it is benefit, temporary gain, passing success, favor, and advantage. Then we have the Knight of Swords. And he is bravery, skill, opposition, and war, heroic action, capacity. In the reverse position, he's incapacity, imprudence, simplicity, disunion, impulsiveness, mistakes. Then we get to the Page of Swords or the Knave of Swords. And that is penetration, vigilance, agility, a discreet person, an active youth. In the reverse, revealed as an imposter, unforeseen illness is also possible, powerlessness in the face of stronger forces. Then we have the King of Swords. King of Swords, King of Swords. There you are. An active and determined person, experienced, authoritative, controlled, justice, force, superiority, a professional man, highly analytical, reverse position, a person who may pursue a matter to ruin, cruelty, conflict, and selfishness. All right, Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. Reina de espadas. All right. Reina. All right, and she is sharp, quick-witted, intensely perceptive, misfortune, loneliness. In reverse position, narrow-mindedness, maliciousness, fanaticism, deceitfulness, vengefulness, a treacherous enemy. Damn. She is somebody not to be trifled with. All right, Ace of Wands. And she is Ace of Wands is beginning or creation, beginning, fortune, start of an undertaking, birth of a child, adventure. In the reverse position, it is false start, cloudy outlook, decadence, humiliation, cancellation of plans. And we have the Two of Wands. Mature individual. Mature individual. Frickin' pip cards. All right. Housekeeper, attainment of goals and needs, boldness, a dominant personality. Reverse position is sadness, trouble, loss of faith, unexpected surprise. In Three of Wands is all right. I feel like these cards are waterproof. Just gonna say. I do feel waterproof. Those are not. Those are not. These might be. Okay, so then we've got the Three of Wands. Normal position, practical knowledge, strength, enterprise, trade, compromise. In the reverse position is assistance with an ulterior motive, treachery, cessation of adversity. And then we have the Four of Wands, which is completion. Oh, sorry. The Four of Wands. Romance, society, harmony, prosperity, peace, the fruit of labor. In the reverse position, it is unfulfilled romance, insecurity, tarnished beauty, incomplete happiness. And then we have the Five of Wands, unsatisfied desires, struggle, labor, dispute, obstacles. In the reverse, it is trickery, contradictions, complexity, caution against indecision. Then we have the Six of Wands, triumph, good news, advancement, expectation, desires realized. In the reverse position, indefinite delay, fear, disloyalty, superficial benefit. And then we have Seven of Wands, success, gain, overcoming obstacles and challenges, advantage. Reverse position is consternation, anxiety, embarrassment, hesitancy, causing losses, perplexity. And then we have the Eight of Wands. Swift activity, speed, hastily made decisions. Reverse position, thorns of dispute, jealousy, harassment, quarrels, delay, and discord. Then we have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands. Expectation of difficulties and changes awaiting tribulation. Anticipation, hidden enemies, deception, discipline, pause in a current struggle. In the reverse position, it is adversity, problems, delays, disaster, barriers to overcome, and ill health. Then we have Ten of Wands. Problems soon to be resolved, striving to meet a goal or maintain a certain level or position, possibly using power for selfish ends. In the reverse position, difficulties, intrigues, treachery, a traitor, some losses will occur. Then we have the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is a journey, advancement into the unknown, alteration, flight, absence. In the reverse is discord, interruption, unexpected change, removal, discussion. Then we have the Page of Wands. We are missing, hold on a second. That is the Knight of Wands. That is the Knight of Wands. Okay. Now we can do the Page of Wands. All right, the Page of Wands. The Knave of Wands. A faithful and loyal person, emissary, a stranger with good intentions, a consistent person. In the reverse, indecision in proceeding, resistance, instability, a gossip, and displeasure. Then we have the King of Wands. Honest and conscientious person, friendly, educated, fatherly. In the reverse, severity, austerity, dogmatic, deliberate, somewhat excessive and exaggerated ideas. And the Queen of Wands. A sympathetic and understanding person, honorable, friendly, loving, practical, full of feminine charm and grace, gracious hostess, sincere interest in other persons. In the reverse, assiduity, deceit, possible infidelity, unstable emotions, fickleness, and opposition. Wow. All right, folks, you got to let me know what you think about this particular deck. If you like this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And we'll go ahead and do the deck interview as well. All right. So go ahead and shuffle these. I like to shuffle them like 6 times. They're super flexible. They actually feel pretty good in my hands. They're nice and small. So that is really nice, to be honest. It's very nice. And look at all the colors it uses. I like that it incorporates meanings from both decks. It kind of really just gives it a new power, new strength, a different messaging kind of a little bit altogether. But all good card decks should do that anyway. But I want to make sure that I'm getting some reversals in here. There we go. We'll just kind of ask the personality of the deck and see how it'll help me grow. What it's good to be used for, what kind of readings it's good to be used for. All right. I actually added a few more questions to this interview. We'll see if I'm going to keep them or if I'll omit some other ones. All right. So what personality does this deck have? What is the personality of this deck? 10 of Pentacles and the 5 of Swords. You're happiest when you are eating your own words, devouring your defeated thoughts. That's kind of how I feel about that one. What is your strength? Your strength is managing conflict. I feel like overcoming struggles with success or managing your struggles of success is kind of what I feel like its strength is. What is your weakness? What is your weakness? Oiga, this is way too many cards. That's a lot of cards. We're going to try this again. Just too many. What is your weakness? As a deck, what is your weakness? Sorry, guys. I felt I needed another shuffle there. All right, what is this deck's weakness? What is the weakness of this deck? Ooh. I feel I can't do the change for you, right? It can't transform you. It can't do that work. How will you help me to grow? How will you help me to grow? Shifting my perspective, surrendering to what I can't control. When should I call on you for guidance? So I do feel like this is really kind of something, a deck to kind of come to evaluate yourself and your situations after a failure or some sort of defeat, to kind of get a shift in perspective. It can't do the transformation for you, but it can maybe give you a shift in perspective. When should I call on you for guidance? When should I call on you for guidance? When should I call on you for guidance? Not for romance, I'm going to say, but I do feel like it's, I think it has to do with relationships for sure. Maybe when you need more, maybe when I need more, subtle kind of influences I need some more information on, maybe subtle influences, or have more awareness towards subtle influences of a relationship, I think, maybe. What is the best way to work with you? So I do feel like there's like a relationship, but subtleties, like the subtleties of relationships kind of is when you can kind of come on, talk to this deck here. What is the best way to work with you? Two of Pentacles. Probably when you're preoccupied, juggling too many things, maybe getting obsessive, maybe even having cyclical thoughts, or just keep going through the same scenario over and over and over in your head. What will our relationship be like? The Moon. Shadow work. I mean, that's how I immediately kind of take that, is this is more of a shadow deck. But I'm going to say shadow grounded in reality. There's some straight shadow decks, like kind of like maybe point fingers. But I feel like this will give you more of a, your shadow on the reality of it. I have a feeling like this deck is also going to kind of reveal self-deceptions as well. What kind of readings are best suited for this deck? What kind of readings are best suited for this deck? What kind of readings are best suited for this deck? King of Swords in the reverse. So when you're irrational. Maybe stuck in the past and reactive. I almost feel like this is a deck for kind of heightened emotions. Heightened painful emotions is when you should do readings. Those are the kind of guidance for really painful stuff that you're kind of going through, where you're feeling reactionary. How can I best receive guidance from this deck? I may replace these two with this one here, like what is the deck's weakness? And instead I'll change to how can I best receive guidance from this deck. And then I think I'm going to change this one too. Let's see, what is that? The best way to work with you, with what types of readings are best for this deck. How will this deck be able to wait? Oh, how can I best receive guidance from this deck? All right. Oh, love it. Love the deck. And how will this deck be able to support me on my current path? How will this deck be able to support me on my current path? Wow, that's a lot. That's the last one. Why not? All right, so this one I feel like came out first, and we have the Hierophant. So when I'm lacking faith, when I am in despair and sad, I need to look inside. See what my manipulative traits are. Harvest things that are good in me. Nurture and harvest the things that are good. I feel like this is a deck that, to kind of cope with things that haven't lived up to your expectations, maybe some of that inner child work where you think something should be one way, but the rest of the world is like, nope, nobody else sees it that way. Just you. And that might be something that we kind of like root out of our core values. So I do kind of feel like this is definitely some shadow work, but I think in a practical sense of how it interacts in your everyday life. So if you're getting general guidance, I feel like this is a good deck to kind of uncover maybe some of your own shadow traits that are revealing themselves in particular situations. Overall, I like this deck. It is a very expensive deck for $28. Whew, It's expensive. The cards are thin, but they're easy to manage. They're easy to shuffle. They've got beautiful colors. There's lots of meaning to them. I am on the fence. Like, I have so many decks, but there's something about this one that I'm like, oh, this might be difficult to let go of. I do like it very much. You guys will have to let me know what you guys think about this deck in the comments below. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share so you can see when I post new videos. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a beautiful, blessed day.